You know, we can't do the show without a buyer and a seller tip. I got to equip you guys with some things to help you move forward in the future. So if you're looking to buy a house right now in the current state of the market, one buyer tip that I will give you relating to these things is if you are buying a home in an area that you know that the weather can be pretty extreme, lean into that. Lean into what happens when it snows here. What happens when the rain is heavy here? There has actually been a flood recently here in Wheeling, not too far from the home, and people have lost whole houses, whole cars. And these are great things to know leading into buying a home. So if you're on the side of a cliff and it looks like it might not be there too much longer, you want to ask those type of questions. You want to ask these things to the sellers. You want to try to figure out what's going on with the property, the history of the property. Has there been a fire? Has there been a flood? These things are going to affect the structure, the quality of the structure. So you want to make sure you know what's going on with these properties leading into it. So my buyer tip of the day is, if you're buying in an area that the weather can be extreme based on the season, ask the seller how they deal with these problems. How do they handle these things? And what type of tips and tricks do they suggest to you as the new buyer on handling these winter storms, handling these high floods? So that's my buyer tip for the day.